Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be doing another episode of idea.org. This is the equivalent to the Duke of Edinburgh badge, which you can award. You can do, basically this is the online version of it. And you won't be able to do the Duke of Edinburgh one at the moment due to, I believe, COVID. So this is a really good alternative to that. So today we're going to be doing the Growth Mindset badge. So let's get started. All links will be in the description to the website. You go ahead, create yourself an account, and you have to earn a certain amount of points before you can go ahead and take the test. Once you reach gold, you'll be presented with a certificate, and that certificate you can be used for job applications, and it will allow you to potentially get a job. Although a lot of things add up to that, it's not just about this. But let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Build your growth mindset. The hand you are dealt is just the starting point for development. Carol Dweck, psychologist, said that. In this badge, we take a look at what growth mindset is, why it matters, and how you can develop one no matter your age, experience, or background. So let's go ahead and press next. We'll be covering what a growth mindset is versus a fixed mindset, the science of a growth mindset, all about the brain plastically, 5 ways to develop a growth mindset, techniques for coping uncertainly, and how to take control during chaos. Techniques for managing stress when you encounter obstacles. So go and press next. As you learn new skills, the tiny neurons in your brain create connections. Think of them like a mountain, growing a little taller and stronger every time you practice. Your goal in this badge is to grow your mountain as tall as possible by learning useful skills about a growth mindset and the tools that help make it happen. So let's press let's begin. Level 1, growth versus fixed mindset. Let's start by taking a look at what growth mindset is versus a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is a belief that intelligence and the ability are static. You're born smart or not, and that is what you'll work with for the rest of your life. This leads to a desire to look smart and a tendency to not try to develop your skills beyond what you can already do. A growth mindset is a theory that your intelligence and abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This leads to a desire to learn and the potential to be better at what you do. So let's go and press next. All of us can have a mixture of both growth and fixed mindsets, depending on what you're comfortable and confident doing. The most important thing to understand is that we're all capable of developing our growth mindset, regardless of the starting ability. So let's try it out. We'll try a number of scenarios, and you need to select the choice which you think will help develop a growth mindset. Okay. You encounter a challenging task which you don't have experience with, do you? Ask someone who has experience to take care of it, or break down the challenge and think of a strategy to solve it. So I would do this, break down and see if there's a way to solve it. Now, the other option would have been a static mindset, meaning that basically you're not going to get anywhere if you think that way, and you'll just be running into circles and circles and circles. Okay. You hit an obstacle, you get something very wrong. Do you persist and try to learn from your mistake, or accept this beyond your ability for now? So we're going to accept our mistake and learn from it. So now you understand the problem. You can see what it's going to require a lot of effort. Do you put the effort in to work towards mastering the issue, or focus on something that takes less effort? We'll put the effort in and work towards mastering the issue. Your friend has shared some criticism of your work. Do you ignore it for now, better focus on the positives, or take it on board and learn from the feedback? Well, we're going to take it on board. Your same friend has done brilliantly at a task. Do you distance yourself as they are too good and may make you look bad? Or feel inspired by their success and look to learn lessons from them? Well, we'll be looking to learn lessons from them. So now we've got a quiz. Great work. You selected the choices which form from the basis of growth mindset. A person who believes that we were born with a set amount of ability and intelligence has a fixed mindset. Remember, a growth mindset means to embrace challenges, persist when there are obstacles, put the effort in, learn from the criticism, and be inspired to do more by people's success. You can develop your skills and abilities with hard work. So, this follows with anything in life, really. If you stop and you say, I'm not going to have that happen, then you'll never know. It just might not happen. But if you think, yes, that I want this to happen, I want to be the best I can, then you may come across that you might eventually get that job or that game you wanted, just by giving yourself that kind of intelligence, by giving yourself that kind of mindset. You open your mind to more information, therefore allowing more of your knowledge to be shared with the world. So let's go ahead and press on to the next level. Level 2, Brainplasticity. So how are we capable of developing growth mindset? It all starts in the way your brain works. Think back to the task you once overcome that seemed impossible, perhaps a really tough video game, or even learning to drive a car. At first it may have seemed as though you could never manage to manage the basics, but eventually, with lots of practice, failure, perseverance, you succeed, and may even have become second nature to you. So go ahead and press next. This is a major feature of your brain in action, neuroplasticity. Research now shows that your brain continues to charge and adapt even into old age, like psychic muscle, and it's stronger the more you use it. Your brain is filled with cells called neurons. They hold the information that makes you who you are. When you learn something, your brain sends a message from one neuron to another. If you don't do it enough times, your brain creates a pathway between the two. This makes it faster for your brain to access this information. Think of it like building a bridge over a hole. The first time you try to cross the hole, you may make mistakes, misjudge the distance, or even fall in. But your brain will remember these mistakes and avoid them more effectively in failure until eventually you have built a bridge and you can simply run over the hole with ease. The most important thing to remember is that our brains are not fixed. They are constantly changing and adapting what is around them. With practice, perseverance, and accepting the mistakes are part of learning, anyone can make their brain stronger and smarter. So let's try this out. Let's play a memory game. Okay? So let's go and click on this card here. So it's like match, okay? So we're just going to keep trying until we get a match. I'm just going to keep doing it. I haven't done this one before. Okay, so there's a duck there and there's a duck there. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to go like this. And there we go. Well done. Whatever your starting point ability, you will likely have found that the task got easier more you tried it. What are the cells called that store information in your brain? Well, those are neurons. So we'll go ahead and press neurons and we'll press submit. Correct. Remember that your brain is not fixed. With practice, mistakes, and perseverance, you can rewrite to be stronger and better at particular skills. Let's move on to the next level. Level 3. Techniques for developing a growth mindset. Great work so far. You've covered a growth mindset and how your brain is capable of things to its amazing plasticity. I cannot say that word, but it's on screen if you want to read it. Now let's take a look at some of the best ways that you can start build a growth mindset yourself. So let's go and press next. Read through each statement and select collect insight or dismiss based on whether you think they'll help build your growth mindset or not. Okay. Rewiring your brain. We know about the brainplasticity and we can do to rewrite it to aid growth mindset. Some simple switches in the way you view things can make all the difference. Start by using the word yet, for example. I don't know that yet. It leaves room for you to grow. Replace the word failing with learning. Remember that an important fact you'll need to make mistakes to make your brain stronger. Genius requires hard work, not initiative talent. So let's go ahead and collect insight, because that's correct. Try hard to impress your peers. Making sure your friends, teachers, work colleagues approve of what you're doing should be your priority. Image is key. I would say I was going to say dismiss to begin with, but then I corrected myself. So dismiss. Look for challenges that push you. A challenge is an opportunity for you to learn. Seek out things that you'll find hard to help grow your abilities and to make you stronger and smarter. So we're going to collect that insight because that's a good insight. Focus your effort. We love getting great results, but hugely important part of growth mindset is learning to enjoy the process. Try to stay clear of praising yourself when it comes to abilities you're already doing great at, and instead feel pride when you tackle something that took real effort to get. We're going to take that as well. Get feedback, but don't look for approval all the time. Learn to take feedback and criticism from others. Often people with a fixed mindset can feel offended or failure when they receive criticism. But criticism is an opportunity to see something from another point of view and further develop and improve your way of thinking. Think of it as a way to look at something different from a whole new perspective. Rather than attack on your abilities or thoughts, it's useful to remember that feedback is not the same as approval. And in fact, it's a good idea to shift from trying to gain approval from others all the time, but focus on your growth and learning. Yep, we're going to collect that insight as well. Be persistent, celebrate mistakes, and use them wisely. As we've covered, mistakes, failure, and learning are very important parts of growth mindset. It's brilliantly useful to be able to get back up and try again. But there's more to it than that. Make sure that you fail. You do it smartly. Take on board what's happened. You think, how you're going to change this strategy next time. Being able to trying to critical, but don't want to get stuck in a loop where you're trying the same failed approach every time. Yep, so collect that one. Great work. You've identified 5 top tips to help build a growth mindset. Let's recap. Complete the sentence. Replace the word falling with the word blank to help turn a challenge into an opportunity. Well, we know that the word's going to be learning. So, Learning. Remember, a challenge is an opportunity to build your brain neurons and make it smarter and stronger. So go and move on to the next level then. And the final level. Level 4, a growth mindset in the real world. Obstacles and chaos. Now that you know what a growth mindset is, how our brain makes it work, and some top tips on how to develop it, how can we apply this to real world? Sometimes it can even seem that events around us make things impossible or uncertain. We may not be able to focus because of all the how overwhelming this can be, or feel obstacles too great for us to progress. How can we use growth mindset in this case? First, remember that the chaos of the world around you is all out of your control. In fact, almost everything is. From planet-changing events like COVID-19 to other people's thoughts and opinions, almost everything that happens around you is beyond your control. When you accept that, you're able to better focus on what you can control. So what can you control? Your own choices and actions. You can choose to turn challenges into opportunities. You can choose to try again if you fail. You can choose to have high standards and try things that are tough in order to learn. This is your growth mindset. Let's apply everything you've learnt and recap with a final challenge. An unexpected challenge has occurred and feels out of control. What are you going to focus on first? The details, your own actions, what others think, running away, what the news says, others' opinions, what might happen, the problem. So what we're going to do, we're going to focus on the details first. Nope. We're going to focus on the problem. Nope. We're going to think on what our actions are. Yes, we're going to think about what our actions are. Now it's time to test your brain plasticity. This time we've made it more challenging. Okay. So this is a memory game, so we've got to try and work it out, okay? Aha! Nope, that's the wrong one. But I did find that one. There. Got it. A cup. Okay, let's find a cup. Aha! We have got the duck. Aha! I've got the lighthouse. Okay. There we go. Another lighthouse. I think there's a light out here. No, it's not. I've got another duck. Okay. Got a trophy. There we go. Aha! There we go. We've got a duck up here. A trophy, sorry. Nope. We've got to try and find... Ah, there it is. There's the duck. Okay. Trophies dot. That must be next to it. Okay, so we know that's there. And there we go. Finally, let's test your ability to spot a fixed mindset. Which one of these is a fixed mindset? I am good at maths, but I have never been good at science. I am good at maths and trying to improve on science. Well, this will be a growth mindset. That'll be a growth mindset. This will be a fixed mindset. Okay. Great work. You've acquired... recapped all the skills and have shown a good understanding. A growth mindset keeps growing. Every day is mastered, another can begin. So don't stop here. Be the person you want to be. Okay, great work. You've reached the summit by activating your growth mindset. Remember though, you never stop learning and growing. Mastering one task doesn't mean that you should stop there. Think about what's truly in your control. Your thoughts and your actions are in control. And there we go. Focus on what you can control and you'll find more time and energy. Free the focus on your own growth. Let's finish the badge. Great work. And we've already got recapped that, so we're not going to go finish now. So thank you for watching. Yes, my name's Ryan, and this is going to do it for this day's idea.org badge. So thank you for watching. My name's Ryan, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Stay positive out there.